Hey, fellow mathers, before we get into this episode, we want to share with you how you can get access to free content, professional learning that will keep your students engaged and doing the math that matters. Get ready to go to this link, mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge.
That's right. Registration is open for the free Math is Figureoutable Challenge that's starting May 15th and runs to the 17th at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to have 3 nights jam-packed with learning and routines that you can take straight to your classroom.
In these challenges, we have a great time. We do some math, talk about classroom experiences, give away super cool bonuses and prizes. You won't just walk away with routines that are naturally engaging and encourage your students to think mathematically. You'll also have a chance to win over $6,000 worth in prizes, including a few virtual PD sessions for your school. I'll be joined by my wonderful co-host Kim and special guest Jenna Labe.
You can register at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge for a fantastic learning experience. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Now on to the show.
Hey, fellow mathematicians. Welcome to the podcast where math is figure-outable. I'm Pam Harris.
And I'm Kim Montague.
And this episode is a Math Strat Chat episode. What is Math Strat Chat? Well, every Wednesday evening, I throw out a math problem on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media. People from around the world chat about the strategies they use. It is super to see everyone's thinking.
So this Wednesday, our problem was 1/4 plus 2/3. How would you solve this problem? Go ahead and pause the podcast and solve the problem any way you want. The problem is 1/4 plus 2/3. Solve it and then come on back to hear how we solved it.
Dun dun dun. All right, Kim, I want to hear from you first today. So
Okay.
how are you thinking about 1/4 plus 2/3?
Okay. When I was thinking about 1/4, I kind of wanted to think about 25 cents, but then I looked at the other number and it was 2/3. So I actually thought about a clock, and I thought about 1/4 of a clock is 15 minutes.
Okay.
And
1/4 of an hour?
2/3, of the hour.
Mhm.
And 2/3 of the hour would be 40 minutes. So 15 minutes and 40 minutes would be 55 minutes.
Can I ask you, I think a quarter hour a lot of people know is 15 minutes, but how do you
Yeah.
know 2/3 of an hour? Did you just know that? Or?
I just feel like 2020 and 20 just made sense to me. I don't know that there's like a way that I know that. I just think of 3 chunks of 20 is 60.
Okay. Uh-huh. So like a third of an hour, 1/3 of an hour is 20 minutes. So 2 of those 1/3s would be 40 minutes. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So once you got 55 minutes, did you turn it back into a fraction?
I did. And so that would be 11/12 because each 12th of an hour is 5 minutes. So if I have 11 of them, that would be 55 minutes.
So your final answer was
11/12.
11/12. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. But in the meanwhile, you had 55 60ths.
Oh, I don't actually know that I ever thought about that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think I just was thinking 55 minutes.
Okay. All right, cool.
That's
I think it's legal. So I was also thinking time. So a quarter of an hour is, like you said, 15 minutes. I'm kind of picturing the hand on an analog clock being on the 3. And so that's kind of like 3. And each of those hours are kind of like 5-minute chunks. So if I see
like
the hand on
each where the hand goes, you mean?
Yeah, so like 1 o'clock is 5 minutes after the hour. 2 or 1 o'clock, where the 1 is, that'd be like 5 minutes after the hour, and where the 2 is, if the minute hand was there, that'd be 10 minutes after the hour. So since we're on the 3, that's like 15. It's like 3 5-minute chunks. If I'm on the 3, so 15 minutes I could think of as 3 out of the 12 5-minute chunks. So
Yes.
3/12. 3. So I wasn't really thinking about 3/12. So I was just thinking about the 3. And then 2/3. The reason I ask you about how you think about 2/3 is because I think about the circle and kind of the peace sign. Like
Yes.
if you sort of split a circle into 3 equal parts, it's kind of the peace sign. And so I was thinking to myself, if I need 2 of those thirds, where is that? Like what would I say? How much it's kind of on the 8. Like if I picture the peace sign, it's kind of, so that would be like 8/12 or 8 out of those 12-minute chunks. So I've got 3/12 and 8/12 is 11/12. That's kind of how I was thinking
Nice.
about that one. You like that?
Nice.
All right,
Very
super cool.
All right. All right. Well, we can't wait to see your strategy. I wonder if your strategy was like one of ours or something entirely different. Represent your thinking, take a picture of your work or screenshot your phone and tell the world on social media. And while you're there, check out what other people did and comment on their thinking.
Yeah, and tag me on Twitter at @PWHarris or Instagram @PamHarris_math and Facebook Pam Harris Author Mathematics Education, and use the hashtag MathStratChat. So make sure you check out the Math Strat Chat problem we post next Wednesday at around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and pop back here to hear how we're thinking about the problem. We love having you as part of the Math is Figureoutable movement. Let's keep spreading the word that math is figureoutable. Thank you for listening and making math more figureoutable.
To learn even more, make sure you register for our free challenge at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. You are not going to want to miss the evenings of May 15th through 17th, starting at 7 p.m. Central.
Math teaching, go register now. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Join us to make math more and more figureoutable. And if you can't join live, register and we'll send you access to the recordings. We'll see you there.